There's this song by Drake called Controller. And it's not controller. Like, it's not ER. It ends with N.
Yeah.
And it's
But is it the same word he's referring to?
Who knows? But, like, you see it and you hear it, and it sounds, like, in the song, it sounds like, you would make an ER sound like an A in a song. Controller. To kind of, make the melody go or whatever. But last night during the Raptors game, when the woman who speaks, she comes on the Jumbotron and stuff between the whistles or, like, during commercial breaks. Yeah. She like, everybody, 5 minutes of madness and, like, all that kind of stuff. She was introducing, like, the Raptors dance crew. And she was saying, here to perform a remix of Drake's Controlla, like the Raptors dance crew. Yeah. And it was just hearing it not in the song. The first thing you think to yourself is, like, she doesn't know how to pronounce that word, or like because I don't know, you don't think of saying a word. You would say, like, here to perform Drake's song Controller, but then I was realizing, I'm like, that's the wrong answer also. Like, she said the right answer. It just sounded funny.
It's the artist's integrity on the line here.
And ever since that moment somewhere in the first quarter, the song's been in my head, at least. And I've just but not really the song, just the chorus of the Controller.
Well, I can't say I know that one, but
it was on Views.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Riding Dirty. There's no G in riding. It's Riding Dirty. And there's countless other examples.
Here to perform the smash hit Riding Dirty.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was Riding Dirty?
Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire was Riding Dirty?
Yeah, I don't know what else he's done.
Goddamn.
Yeah, White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy. If you want to talk about if you want to talk about songs who I know the words to,
that is a well put together song. I mean, Weird Al's a great lyricist.
Weird Al in general is all great. Mike, you know what? So like, I subscribe to Stitcher Premium. It's a podcast network.
Stitcher.
Is
that the one that tried to? Remember that we got that email a random while ago from some?
No. Stitcher is like they pay you to create content kind of thing, right? It's like a Netflix of.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have the thing, and so Weird Al is on there. Last year, he did a tour of America.
Yeah, my buddy saw him.
Your buddy saw him. There you go. And each like set was recorded, and he put on Stitcher Premium for anyone to listen to. But the fun thing is, get this, every set was different. Like, every single show was a different songs, different order of stuff too.
Yeah, so some ways that's good, but my buddy I was talking to, I'm like, oh, did he play this? Did he play this? And he's like, nope. So I guess that depends on what show you went to.
He missed out on a lot of tracks. But that show format to me is the ideal. Like, if you have that one, let's say Weird Al's your one band that you love every single song.
You've seen a dozen times.
And no matter what they play, it's going to be sick and you'll know it. Like, to me, that would be if Blink-182 did hey, you don't know what we're going to play. Because now, and I've seen Blink 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah. And they always play the singles. You always know they're going to hear
You know what they're going to play, and then there's going to be a couple.
Yeah.
Like
3/4 of the set is the ones everyone knows.
Yeah, pretty much 2 songs a show they'll play, and I'm like, deep pull, that was fun.
Deep cut. Like, hey, remember Dude Ranch? We're going way back.
Yeah, last time I saw Blink, they did in the summer with Zach, they did an acoustic version of Wasting Time, which is on Cheshire Cat. And it's just like one of those. I never thought I'd hear that song live, and Mark Hoppus was playing it and singing it, and I'm like, that's it, sweet pull. And
it's funny. There's one site, I forget what it's called, but it's like a database of all concerts and set lists, and you can like see there's like out of every artist, there's always like 2 or 3 songs that they've never played live. You're like,
Yes, I do remember looking at such a website before I saw Paul McCartney at Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
because I do remember being so excited about what is he going to play, and then finding like what he played the week before at another huge show, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna get banger, and of course it's a Paul McCartney concert, so all you get is bangers. None of this weird sleeping in John Lennon bull sniz. No, you're just getting a pop song after pop song after pop song.
Does he still play like Beatles and Wings?
That's all. Yeah, that's all he's got. Okay, so picture.
There's solo McCartney stuff.
Of course. Yeah, he plays Amazed. He does play that song. But okay, so picture all the good songs on Band on the Run.
Yeah.
Uncle Albert, he'll play Uncle Albert for sure. That one was a banger. And then all the good Beatles songs that he wrote, because he can't, because nothing that John sings, so it's only.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So it's stuff that he sings.
Any like dual part songs, like "Day in the Life" or.
You know what? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly what. Yeah. But yeah, it's all like But you're getting the obla-das. You're getting the back in the USSRs.
Yeah. I remember, you told me when you saw the Blink concert when they played I Miss You, they just let the crowd do Tom's part.
Yeah, and they did that.
Because it's so iconic. It's like, how can you?
And they did that again. I was watching a live video they did for like iHeartRadio, and they did the exact same thing, which I think is the right way to do it. Yeah. Because it doesn't force Matt Skiba to be over the top Tom.
No. And everybody in the crowd knows every word to that part.
Oh, well, I think ideally everybody knows all the words to that song. I think that's one of those songs,
but I mean, like,
especially.
Yeah, that is like one of everything. When Tom comes in, everyone does their, "Where are you?"
Yeah, all you have to do is like kind of heard the song a few times, and I think if you're our age, it's so ingrained in you.
Oh, yeah. Add a little whiny inflection for the...
Exactly. It's like anybody hearing Lose Yourself and then up into the jump back to back to reality, oh, there goes gravity. But like up until that point, everybody knows what's going on. But after that, nobody knows what's going on.
Just like Mambo number 5. Everyone knows the beginning.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah. Everybody on the house, so come on, let's ride to the...
Liquor store around the corner...
Boys want
I don't even remember the women from that song.
Trumpet!
Yeah, trumpet. Okay, so it's a little bit of Erica.
A little bit of Monica in my life.
A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Tina's All I Need. A little bit of Rita's All I See. A little bit of Sandra in the Sun. A little bit of Mary. All Night Long. A little bit of Jessica, Here I Am.
Yeah. See?
That's not bad.
A little bit of you makes me your man.
I got it. I still got it.
That's the thing. You write a banger like that, Lou Vega's still making money.
You're writing bangers. You know all the words to them, Mike.
Every wedding you go to, karaoke bar, he's still there. He still has a presence.
Lou Vega is still out there.
The trumpet.
He loves
that.
The trumpet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of that wasn't even the trumpet. Those notes that it hits are too low to be a trumpet.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of synthes in there. Oh my God, Mike! I'm so fired up after hitting that hot chorus. That was hot. Yes. We're coming into this show hot, Mike. Let's just kick it off because we know what we're listening to. Oh, you kicked it. You're listening to Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast.
More 90s.
This is the only wrestling podcast online on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. The only one that you can find, which is hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, and my co-host, Mike the Shoot Shepherd. On the other line there, we had our show earlier on in the week. We've been skimping out on Wednesday nights.
It's life back and forth. Our schedules haven't always lined up nicely, but this week we're giving you the two-parter.
And yeah, so this week we actually get to go back to Wednesday night where we had, I guess, the final of our Revolution Stips.
Yeah, so there's still another show.
We got it all coming up. But Mike, before we actually do the Wednesday Night Wars, let's kick off with the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. This one was great. There was a lot going on this week actually on Twitter. Someone drew a penis outside or someone spray painted a penis on the sidewalk outside of Kevin Owens' house. Nice. But it kind of looks like it looks like a mouse. Like he plays it off like it looks like a mouse. But it's clearly a penis.
Here's a quick story just while we're on the topic of penis graffiti.
Perfect.
I remember being a young little boy. My father took me fishing, a nice father and son trip.
Of course.
He knew a great spot under this bridge near a lake or something. So we go there, and we're under the bridge, we're fishing, and I look over, and there's this graffiti, the whole fucking wall of a man holding a large penis in his hand, and some sort of liquid coming out. And I was too young to quite get it, but I knew something was going on there. And we just awkwardly were fishing with this giant. We were just fishing this giant cock.
Your dad didn't you guys didn't move?
I didn't ask about it. We just kind of kept fishing, but I knew there was something. I knew I was young, but I knew he wasn't peeing. I knew that much.
You know what? You should ask your father that.
Oh God.
You should ask your father that now. My dad and I have a moment like that. We went away on vacation to West Edmonton Mall, and there was this store that sold kind of like little. They would sell like
novelty items.
Novelty items, right?
Like the It store we used to have.
Yeah, it's kind of like the It store, right? Laser pointers. They had little dragon figurines and all these sorts of things, and we thought it was the coolest store. We bought these little laser pointers from there, and then it wasn't until it was called Millennium 2000. I definitely remember that. And it wasn't until just a couple years ago, just bringing up memories of the trip where both my parents told me yeah, that was a bong shop.
A bong shop.
Apparently, the walls were just lined with bongs. Or all the T-shirts were Bob Marley or weed leaves or the big Scarface flags. A place like that, kind of like a Spencer's, I guess. And apparently that was the place, and we were 10 years old, and we had no clue. We were so oblivious to it all. But you should ask your dad about that because.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was only
I think it'd be
6 years old or something.
Exactly, you're 6, but you're Dad, I remember this. Is my memory right? Because maybe who knows? Who knows what happens? Anyways, the tweet of the week isn't penis related. So, the tweet of the week comes shortly after Takeover Portland. Of course, the king of the bros, Matt Riddle, tweeted out, "Bros, stallions, broserweights, and champions," and a nice photo of the two of them celebrating. And our tweet of the week champion, the Rand Man, Randy Orton, seemed like this was the opportunity for him to get involved. When he responded in the quote tweet to Matt Riddle by saying, "Hated you, now I get it, good luck, also fuck off."
So he likes him.
Yeah, I think that's Randy Orton speak for.
Yeah, it's you're a little shit, but you're cool.
You're a little shit, but you're cool. I mean, not many people on the main roster are starting shit with Brock Lesnar. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Matt Riddle. Yeah, he's starting shit with Lesnar, Goldberg. He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck about that. So for all of those reasons, you're the Tweet of the Week champion. Now the tied for the most reigned champion of all times, tying pretty boy Seth Rollins. The Messiah!
But for opposite reasons.
For opposite reasons, yeah.
But, Seth, I think he's cooled down a bit on the Twitter the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, he's been off, but that's okay. And there's your Tweet of the Champion, folks. Let's move right along, because we said, like we promised, we're bringing you Wednesday. We're bringing you Wednesday Night Wars.
Yes.
Let's kick off on the TNT side of the world with the AEW Dynamite.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Live from Hotlanta.
Hotlanta, baby. Steel cage match. Wardlow.
Been hyping that thing for a month or so now.
Is Wardlow still the guy who, the first promo we saw him, he was beating people up in a parking lot or something?
Yeah.
Okay, same guy. Okay, I just kind of put those two things together.
Yeah, he was just there, and then we didn't know what he was going to do, and he ended up being MJF's bodyguard.
And, so this was the first match, and I'll be underwhelmed by his ring attire. Just wasn't what I was picturing, but we're
Yeah, I thought he was just kind of.
I was like, you look so. You look like Rhino out there.
Yeah.
Did you get a Rhino? Well, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's a lot. We got lots.
We'll get to that, but the show is opening up with a hot battle royal for the tag division, the stacked tag division.
Yeah, so we've had a men's royal, we've had a women's royal, now we've got our first ever tag team battle royal.
Perfect.
And the rules in this one, sometimes one guy and the team's out, but for this one, both members have to be eliminated. So you got a fighting chance. And Dark Order, of course, is at the ringside watching as their members Reynolds and Silver are participating in this match.
Right, and is this for a number one contendership? Is that a thing?
Yeah. So winner gets the shot at Revolution.
Which is next week.
So a week from tonight.
Okay, so we still have this week is the go home show.
Yeah, so we can preview the pay-per-view next episode.
Perfect.
So during the match here, Dark Order is still taunting SCU. They're like, hey, where's Daniels? He's not here. The Exalted One's coming. And this distraction gets SCU eliminated. So that was their storyline. Santana and Ortiz, they were in the match, but they waited until like halfway through to actually enter the ring. So smart strategy by them.
Why isn't everybody else doing this? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, everyone, they were probably the crowd favorites of the match, them and the Bucks, everyone loves them. Nick Jackson, he goes on a bit of a run, but he gets eliminated by Butcher and Blade. So like halfway through the match, Matt's on his own here. And there was one funny part. It was the private party guy, Cassidy, not Quinn, the other guy. He just did this running strike, and he just screamed like a girl, like, ah! High-pitched. Do you remember that part?
I was wondering who was screaming.
He was like,
wait, there's no way it's this guy, right?
It was. I went back. It was
apparently,
Cassidy. So they got eliminated. They're doing their shit. Sammy Guevara's there on the outside, causing trouble, interfering. He gets Jungle Boy eliminated, and then everyone teams up on Luchasaurus, gets rid of him. Eventually, the best friends are in there. One of them's about to get eliminated, but then Orange Cassidy comes out. Or he just kind of pops out from under the ring, I guess, right? Saves his buddy.
Must have been hiding there, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's happy to see Orange Cassidy. Eventually, the final three comes down to Jackson against Santana or Ortiz. Guevara's causing shit, interfering. They hit the street sweeper. They toss Matt over, and then they turn around thinking they've won before he even hit the floor. So he hangs on, gets back in, super kicks Ortiz. Sammy Guevara jumps in the ring and gets killed.
He just got murdered. Yeah, that was
Midair.
huge. That was huge.
Yeah.
I had to rewatch that one.
Yeah,
I
just connected the way he landed. He just fell back dead. It was
Jesus
great.
Christ, yeah.
Yeah, so he's dead, and then Matt finally clotheslines Santana over the top to eliminate him and win the Battle Royal. So what a great showing by Matt on his own here. And of course, that sets up the interesting battle. The Bucks versus Omega Page, maybe.
Yeah, well, not even
we don't know yet.
But that's
no spoilers. There's a title match later in this show.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
But no, anyone that's listening has probably already seen it. Just like they've seen this next match, Shanna taking on Chris Statlander.
With Britt Baker on commentary. Don't forget Britt Baker on commentary.
She's healing it up there. Good match. Statlander gets a convincing win with her Big Bang Theory. Still one of my favorite finishers in the business right now. Looks dangerous every time.
That little pile driver thing that she does.
It's like a tombstone, but she doesn't even. I love it.
Yeah, this was great. They've kind of it seems like the women's division the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, it's shifted a little bit.
I like this. Build Statlander. I think Statlander's future champion, future baby.
Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah, Nyla Rose, she can carry it for a little bit. You got Statlander, Sheeta in the wings, Britt Baker. She wants to do something, so things are looking up for the women's division.
Certainly is.
Then they do a quick interview after, or Tony interviews Nyla Rose about her.
Right.
And then that's when Statlander comes out, and then the Big Swole comes out as well. So I think one of them are going to be number one contend.
I love that Tony Schiavone is just turning into like the whipping boy kinda, and he's taking it so well. And it's great. It's great though too. Like you talk shit to the guy interviewing you. It doesn't really matter, but it does make a difference.
Yeah, and he's good to he's good to play off of like that.
Yeah.
But let's get the AEW debut of Jeff Cobb.
Debut
taking on Jon Moxley. And this match was fine. It was going well. Cobb hits a big superplex off the top, but when they land, Moxley holds on to him and cradles him and gets the pin, the 3 count. So a little bit of not an upset, but just kind of there it is. And then right after, Inner Circle storm in. They beat up Moxley until the lights go out, and Darby Allin comes down and starts smacking people with his skateboard.
And this setting up who knows what.
Yeah, I don't know. But Jeff Cobb,
I like that there are people in the back who, just kind of, Darby Allin doesn't have to do anything for Moxley. He just doesn't like that people are causing shit.
Yeah.
That's one thing that always gets me when there's so last week, the Matt Hardy beatdown. Mm-hmm. Where are all of the faces in the locker room stopping Randy Orton. Because it's one thing when like there's no ref or there's no paramedics or something, but you think there'd be somebody else nice back there who would be like, "Hey, Randy Orton, stop just chairing this guy's head."
Yeah.
You would, I don't know.
They've always said that.
Yeah. You just have somebody come out to stop it if you need to stop the segment. Just be like, "Hey, I don't like what you're doing." Smash.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
That's just the way Darby Allin rolls too.
Literally.
Huge pop.
Yes. Let's get to that tag team title match, though. We got Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page taking on the Lucha Brothers for those tag titles there. Crowd's hot for this one. It's a hot match.
Of course.
Cowboy shit. Everyone's chanting. We all love it. You know what you're going to get here. Ray Phoenix continues just doing unreal shit. Just running on the ropes, jumping, bouncing, fucking from one to the other.
No regard for his health.
We get that spot again where Kenny's holding Phoenix. Page goes for the buckshot, but Phoenix ducks. He nails Kenny. Pentagon hits a Pentadriver, but Kenny kicks out it too. So crowd's going nuts. Big near fall. Eventually, Page tags in and they hit that V-trigger buckshot combo to pick up the win and retain their titles. So we will get the battle of the Bucks versus Page and Omega.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah, so that's a fun story. That's going to be good. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this Adam Hangman Page. I don't know. Is he to be trusted?
I don't know, but the Bucks, they come out.
Is Kenny to be trusted?
Well, Kenny, he keeps leaving with the Bucks, and then Page just kind of goes off on his own, drinks some beers. I don't know.
We're all leading up to the intervention, like Adam Hangman Page's intervention.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate end of the angles. That's the main event.
It's got to get to a point where he's got like a beer in the corner and he's going over to sip it during his match.
Yeah, I think it has to be something like, and then the stipulation is if you lose, you have to quit drinking.
Something like that.
Bro. So it's a table. It's a tables, ladders, and kegs match. What else? What else can we do? Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to the tables, ladders, and kegs match.
They showed a quick teaser for the AEW action figure line, so it's kind of nice. Good for them.
Way to go! Nothing says success like an action figure.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the video game. That'll be fun when that comes out.
Who knows? Would you buy it, Mike? Would you try it out?
Yeah, I'd buy it depending on the price.
Do you have you ever played those 2K games? Because they're terrible.
Yeah, it's a few years ago I got one and I haven't got another. Yeah, the N64 ones are still better than that.
So the hope is AEW. AEW could make one better.
Create their own engine and everything. So we'll see.
Who knows? Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, let's get to this main event here. We've been waiting for this for a month or so, a long time. But Cody taking on Wardlow in a steel cage match, first ever cage match in AEW. So we got the look of the cage, your standard chain link fence, but it looked to be a few feet taller than the WWE cage.
Yeah, it looked pretty damn big. And
it was tall. And it was like the what do you call it? I don't know, like more structure to it around the top part, so you can like stand on it and stuff.
Yep. There was some truss up there.
That's the word.
There was like it didn't come straight down to the ring. Or like the ring post either. It was like
it went all the way to the floor, which was kind of came in. And as they mentioned, escaping the cage is irrelevant in the AEW rules. You can only win by pin or submission in the cage.
The good old fashioned way. Whose idea was it to make escape a thing?
I don't know.
Do we think
somewhere along the line.
Do we think the nerds could track it back?
It was before. I think it was probably like NWA or something or.
Like I guess
It was pre-WWF.
So do we think the cage match always had the door as a caveat, or do we think they added it in somewhere and then just kind of stuck?
Yeah, they added it in somewhere.
Yeah.
Along the line, they have had cage matches where they specify like you cannot escape and things like that.
Right. I wonder.
Yeah, but as you said, the thing's not fully attached, so at times, Cody gets like thrown into the cage and the kind of like flops out, and he gets stuck between the ring and the cage, and
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he early on he starts bleeding. I'm pretty sure he bladed him.
Oh, he's got to stop doing that.
It looks great though.
It looks, well, of course, it looks great, and
Yeah.
we rally behind him. And Cody's the biggest baby face on the planet, but he's got to stop doing that.
Once every couple months he does it.
Okay,
The other two.
Was the second one when he went face first onto the ramp? Was that an accident also?
That was he didn't. I mean, he bled the hard way on that one.
And I guess it was the same on the chair shot from Hell.
Sean Spears, yeah. So I mean, he's bled a lot accidentally, but this one.
That's a good point. Actually, I think two of the did he bleed? Who bled? Dustin bled.
Dustin
in that
bled all
match.
over them. Yeah, that was a blade job.
That was a bleed. Those boys, those Rhodes boys, and their.
But no, it was good. It was great. This one wasn't nearly as bad as Dustin's. It wasn't pouring out. It was a good crimson mask going on there.
Good crimson mask kid.
Yeah. Eventually, Cody's in control. Wardlow hits a low blow, but there's no DQ in a cage. And then Wardlow hits a move which they call the F10.
Yeah, it was an F5, but he just throws you.
He did like a full extra spin before he releases the.
And I don't think he fell back. He just kind of like
he just
did
dropped
it. Yeah.
So, it's funny though. I like that they call it the F10. Kind of funny. But yeah, Wardlow, he doesn't go for the cover there. He just throws Cody around some more into the cage. MJF and Arn Anderson are on the outside, and at one point the cage door gets thrown. It breaks open or something, so Cody's kind of there, and MJF wants Arn to slam the cage on Cody, but he swings it into MJF's face instead. So, and then back in the ring, MJF recovers, and he hands Wardlow the diamond ring to put on, but Cody kicks him in the balls, puts the ring on himself, nails, or MJF starts climbing the cage, so Brandy nails him with a chair. So back in the ring, Cody clocks Wardlow with the diamond fist. He hits the crossroads, but Wardlow kicks out at 2. So Cody looks up to the skies, to the top of the cage. He climbs up, and without even looking behind him, he just fucking hits a ballsy, huge diving moonsault off the top of that cage, and he picks up the win. So a great finish, crazy move. Cody's a hero. We all love him. And the many camera angles of this moonsault were great, especially the direct overhead bird's eye shot.
They were ready for it. They were ready for that shot.
Yeah. He's done that like twice before, moonsault off a cage, but still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did it once or twice in WWE.
Oh, that's cool.
But like I said, this is like 2 feet higher.
Wow, it was so. And he gets the win. I guess he so that's all 3 of the stipulations.
Yes, he's passed the test. He will get that match with MJF.
Or I guess technically the first "you can't touch me" stipulation, I guess technically runs all the way up until.
Yeah, imagine on Wednesday if he blew it after all this.
That'd
be awful.
And then it means nothing. Yeah, he's just that's what Cody does. Cody goes out and he puts on a match that we love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was great. He climbs the top and celebrates to close the show, so everyone's happy. And Wardlow, the attire wasn't so great, but his wrestling was fine.
Yeah, he was out there looking like Rhino. See, I really that's what I couldn't get behind. Really, it's the same reason why I can't get past what are their fucking names? Tag division, Jack Evans and Angelico.
Oh, Angelico, yeah.
It just looks it's too much on the eye. It's too much, and then I can't get past it. You know what it is? It's Survivor Series elimination tag style. Like, I can't get into it when Triple H is wearing a red T-shirt, and I'm like, no, we know who you are. You don't have to. I think this year they just kind of like made their
they got rid of that
apparel.
This year, didn't they?
It was like some were blue and then some was red. But like, do you remember?
Some of them didn't do anything.
You remember those? It's like, why is AJ Styles wearing a shirt right now? That's the weird part.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Can't do it, Mike.
Well, we're not doing it.
I can't do it.
We're not doing it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Because I need my clearly defined what people are wearing to mean what thing, right? So Triple H comes up in a suit. Is he going to wrestle? No, but he could hit you with a move, so watch out.
Well, I mean, some guy, Randy Orton always wears the same shit.
No, I think when Randy Orton because he doesn't wrestle with his vest thing.
But he can still hit an RKO. with
Oh,
that,
exactly. No, you see him in that vest thing, you're like, okay, I got to watch out because he might hit me with a move. But he's not ready to, to put on a match right now. If he's ready for a match, he's going to take that little thing off.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
he wears it down to the ring for a match. And
Yeah, no, but no, it's all about the interpretation, right? It's all about the see, exactly, right? You see Triple H with jeans and a t-shirt, you're like, okay, this is a little more than just he's gonna rough me up, or we're gonna be good. So you gotta play that. I think you gotta get in the mind games of something like that. I see AJ Styles in a shirt, I'm like, I don't know, he's gonna fucking stand there with a shirt on? Like you're not as hot about this as I am, Mike. I mean, which is
Well,
I'm surprised.
You're bringing up things that happened like a year and a half ago. That aren't even-
Well,
don't
these
bother
are
me
still
right now.
these things are still happening, baby. These things are still happening.
Okay, I don't know. Right now, I'm not concerned about it.
You're not concerned about it? Oh my god, I'm thinking about it every week.
In the present, I don't know. Yeah, if it's not happening at the moment, it's not bothering me.
Oh my god. You got to pay attention more to what people are wearing at any time.
I do. I comment on things.
When they're backstage, that's going to tell you a lot. When they're making their way down to the ring, when they're in the ring, you're like, okay, I know what's going to happen.
No, I know. I understand.
Yeah, you get it. You get it, kinda.
Yeah, I get it all the way.
Maybe.
I don't have to. I don't have to like it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go to NXT.
NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. Gotta tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3, 4.
NXT Undisputed Era. They come out to start the show here, and Adam Cole is just bragging about beating Ciampa at TakeOver. And then Roddy goes to speak, but the Dream interrupts, just kind of speaking from the heavens. He's just kind of, his voice is just over the thing, the speakers, and something on the TV screen. I don't know. But he says, Roddy, tonight, prove yourself. Leave your boys at home and prove you can be a man from Marina. So Roddy gets pissed and cuts a promo, and they'll have a match later.
We'll get that match a little bit later. Is this Velveteen's first match back? He didn't do anything last week.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. But we got a Cruiserweight Championship match here. Jordan Devlin visiting us from the UK, taking on Leo Rush. Good match. Good fast pace. Leo, at one point, he hits a Poison Rana off the top rope, followed by a springboard stunner, and he thinks he's got the match won, but Devlin gets a foot on the rope. And then Devlin fights back, hits a big headbutt, followed by the Devlin side to get the win and retain his title.
Is that what they call that thing? Did
Apparently.
you say Devlin slide? Is that what you said?
Side.
Side.
So Devlin side, whatever that means.
whatever that means, he got it and he did it. Who's coming up with these names?
I don't know. But then backstage, William Regal approaches Dakota Kai and tells her she will face Tegan Nox in a cage in 2 weeks. So that might be the first cage match on NXT television, at least. First women's cage match. I don't know.
Could be.
But their feud continues.
Continues on.
That fucking, what's her name?
That whatever her name was. Yeah.
Yeah. So the cage allegedly will keep her out. But
Okay, well, because there's that door. I'm telling you, they need to be in the cage and then have it descend upon them. Like take the door out of it altogether. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
They got a Punjabi prison this thing.
Then Austin Theory comes out here. He's supposed to have a match, but Ciampa just comes out, interrupts him, cuts a promo, and he's like, everyone wants to know, why, Johnny? Why? And he knows why, but then Austin Theory tries to attack Ciampa, and he just kind of clocks him, swats him away, so that was it for them.
Yeah, poor new guy, just getting fucking jobbed out. Didn't this guy just come over like a couple weeks ago or something? We just heard about poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde taking on the Grizzled Young Vets here. And the Grizzled Young Vets, just another pretty decisive victory for them after hitting their ticket to Mayhem.
These are the guys from the UK, right?
Yeah, Drake and Gibson.
So maybe they're new main roster NXT guys, maybe?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, they got a win here, so maybe.
Yeah. And the Broserweights come out to cut a promo and celebrate their tag title win. But the Brosermobile was not there because Pete Dunne said it had to be impounded. And also absent was the Dusty Cup, which Matt Riddle says, it partied too hard and failed the wellness policy. So the cup is suspended for 30 days.
That was funny.
And then they get a match, Riddle and Dunn taking on Lorcan and Birch. Another quick, nice win for the Broserweights.
You know what I've just thought about this wellness policy thing? Like, how has Matt Riddle not been suspended yet?
I think marijuana's...
So what's Andrade been doing?
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Because you would think by now any drug test would have come positive that Matt Riddle is just baked all the time.
Yeah. Even back in the day, they would never suspend for weed. It would just be like a fine. You just pay your weed
So
fine.
what's Andrade doing? That's wild.
Adderall? I don't know. Could be.
Snorting lines of Adderall.
That's what the rumors are that Roman Reigns' suspension was for. Some Addy.
Why is that?
They don't have to tell you why they're suspended. They just
No, but isn't that like it's like a prescription drug that you can buy, right? It's for like OCD or something.
Yeah, but I mean, it can be abused, much like Percocets, any of those things.
Well, that's a good point. Mike, the opioid abuse in this country, it's gone too far.
Well, not our country, the other country.
I think also, I mean, I don't know the stats or anything, but I'd say most people, I bet it's also a problem here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. People are dying.
I bet people are dying.
The president's lying.
What song's
But
that?
How are you? I don't know. I'm just making.
What Weird Al song is that?
I don't know. One of his original. He writes original.
He does have some original music. Yeah, that's not like a parody of songs and.
Like Albuquerque.
Yeah, that is an original song. We know way back when I was just a little itty bitty boy.
Horoscope, is that an original one too?
I don't think I know that song.
That's your horoscope for today. You'll know it.
Oh, yeah.
For today.
For today.
Love Weird Al.
I guess there would be a couple.
He's got a couple.
He's got a couple.
Yeah. Albuquerque, that's like a 10-minute song. Isn't it?
Oh, that's a
That's
banger.
his Freebird.
That's his Freebird, all right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But let's move on here. We got the glorious, not Bobby Roode, the Basque in his glorious. Keith Lee taking on Kona Reeves. Just another squash for Lee after hitting that BBC, which is funny. That's the Big Bang Catastrophe.
Oh, they know what they know what they're doing.
Yeah, but after the match, Dijakovic comes out. He's like, Keith, I'm sorry, but I'm not ready to move on yet. I had you beat, but my back gave out and I couldn't lift you up for that thing. So Lee just claps back at him. He's like, excuses? I'm always up for a challenge, though, so if you can talk Regal into it, we can fight forever. So who knows? Maybe we will get another one.
Yeah, we need something to happen. What? They'll have a takeover before Mania, right?
Yeah, so I guess they got however long that is, 40 days, something like that.
Yeah, 40 days and only 2 hours a week to kill. So it's great.
Yeah, I don't know I don't think that'll be the pay-per-view match, so maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Dijakovic, he's sticking around.
Definitely.
But then we go to some women's action. Caden Carter taking on Chelsea Green of Robert Stone brand. And, of course, during the match, Green's in control when Bianca Belair just comes out in the middle of everything and just all, I know you like that. She just says, I'm happy for you and I'm going to let y'all finish. She channels her inner Kanye there. It was great. But, she's got something to say to Charlotte. Girl, you don't even go here. You put your hands on me and now I want you here. So she says she's going to whoop Charlotte's her ass, I mean. So, could that lead to Bianca Belair be adding to that WrestleMania match? Maybe. I'd like that. Triple threat?
Triple threat. I mean, does it make it busier than it needs to be? Is it a way for Charlotte to not lose? But I see you put Bianca Belair in that match, and for me, that's a way for Charlotte Flair to not lose, but not win the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like she would kind of have the same treatment as she did last year in that. main event where like Charlotte Flair didn't lose anything, kind of, really, but she didn't get pinned, right? Because I think Mike, although she's my queen and not yours, I think I think for business she's huge.
She's one of
I think she's as big as Becky Lynch business wise.
I don't know. I'm not seeing many shirts out there for Charlotte in the crowd.
You don't think so?
If we're talking business.
See, because
name a Charlotte shirt.
Yeah.
What's on
No,
her
I
shirt?
just think like anytime I see a promo for Raw, Charlotte Flair's face is also on it. Anytime I see a commercial for Raw, I'm going to see Charlotte Flair. Anytime they're promoting something, you know, like
that's
see
how
her.
WWE sees her.
Pardon?
That's how WWE wants to portray her. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like her face is on so many things, right?
Yeah.
That putting her on any show will make it, I think, like bigger. Right? You want to beat out AEW, put a huge star on it on your Wednesday night.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, this isn't resonating. This isn't resonating with you.
Well, what do you mean put her on Wednesday night?
Well, yeah, because
permanently?
so like you just said, adding Bianca Belair to that 3-person thing, it's like okay, so inevitably Charlotte will be on Wednesday nights more often now, if that's the case, right? If 2 of the people in her Mania match is on that exactly, so she's going to be on that show more.
Yeah.
Therefore,
presumably.
shifting ratings. Therefore, maybe more eyes on NXT than before. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I do think a Becky Lynch appearance would move the needle more, probably.
Okay, because Shayna hasn't officially left NXT yet, or
no, just because Becky's the man and she's more popular. That's all.
Oh, you're not saying like she has any business being there.
I'm just saying if you're
no.
talking about a
I
ratings
meant
jump.
like in a program, like in the you're invested on
Charlotte's
the
gonna-
product. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm just
Yeah. No, I get it.
okay.
Yes. Where were we? Oh yeah, this women's match here. Oh yeah, so Bianca Belair cuts her promo, and then they do actually get back to the match. Chelsea Green hits the unprettier and gets the win.
That's great.
Yeah, Robert Stone was there doing his thing. But let's go to this main event here. The grudge match. Roderick Strong taking on the Velveteen Dream. His first match in over 5 months. So good to have him back here. This match, it was a bit slow going at the early on, just kind of both men feeling each other out. Dream started, he had this like sky blue jumpsuit for most of the match, but then later on he strips it off to reveal these new tights with Marina's face on his crotch and ass. So just more disrespect. And then Dream climbs up to the top rope looking for that elbow, but Undisputed Era come out, so he jumps onto them, springboards back into the ring. Roddy hits his jumping knee, but Dream kicks out at 2. And then Dream hits the Dream Valley driver to get the win, but right after Undisputed Era attack him. And that's how they close the show.
Yeah, that's how they close the show. Roderick Strong and Velveteen Dream are like polar opposites, like on their in-ring style, for sure, and it works somehow. It's like the other one's pulling all the coolest stuff out of the other person, when it feels so unpredictable.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time we've seen these guys either. Like it was the same thing before Velveteen Dream was even out.
Yeah, it wasn't. Roddy was the one to get the title off him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So, it's interesting that Dream's kind of doing all these heel tactics, but he's still, everyone loves the Dream.
Yeah, when a character is too when a character
what did
is
Marina
different
do
enough,
in all this?
Yeah. Well, can we ask her opinion where she feels being thrown into this thing? Yeah, when a character is cool enough, I think it's like it doesn't matter what you do, fans love you. Mm-hmm. I think it's like even if the Fiend, like kind of like a Bray Wyatt Fiend, it really doesn't matter what he does. We like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
the Dream, he's just so. It's just the way he carries himself.
Exactly. We like him. Doesn't matter what he does, and especially when you are up against the top heel faction out there. You know,
And he's on his own. He's got no allies.
exactly.
He's just-
You're gonna appear well, like you have good intentions, even though
Yeah.
you might
Even though
not.
he's trying to be a home wrecker when. Yeah, Roddy never really did that much to him.
Who knows? Yeah, you know, because Marina hasn't been on. We haven't seen her. She hasn't said anything about this.
No, yeah,
They
her and
also
the
haven't
goons.
done the glimpse into their home life or anything.
Yeah, which I'm sure it's got to be coming at some point. Anytime there's an on-screen couple thing, we get cameras in their house. At some
Maybe
point, right?
you know exactly right. Like we find out like Velveteen Dream has this big secret, and it turns out that like Velveteen and Marina were like prom dates.
And they had a love child.
No, oh no, I didn't mean anything. It wasn't anything weird like that. Just like they were prom dates, and that
Yeah.
like something. Again, it's Velveteen Dream. It has to be soft, you know, but just spicy enough,
Yeah.
you know, because what happens on
Hey,
prom night? Exactly. But you know they don't have a kid or anything. You know, it was 20 years ago. But you know, okay.
20 years ago. Dream's only 23.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's fucking younger than. He's only 23 years old.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Fuck, man.
Look at him.
Yeah, what a
Got
cool.
the whole world ahead of
What
him.
a cool kid. What a cool kid. And that was the main event. That was the
Serious.
Wednesday Night Wars.
Yeah.
Mike,
Glad to have you back, Dream. Glad to have you back.
let's take a little bit of a break, shall we?
Yes. Then we'll come back and do a new segment.
We've got a new segment. If you stick around after the break, we'll be back. And you can hear it live. Shoot Brothers. Listen.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, brother, yeah.
Mike,
let us-
Mike, you're good on your side. I'm good on my side.
Yes, we got a new game show for you folks.
Ooh,
The
new
title.
segments.
New seg called Would You Rather? Where we will pose questions to one another, and you must pick a side. There are no alternatives.
Okay.
So yes, I have 5 scenarios here for you.
And I
Would you rather?
have 0, I guess.
I thought you said you had something.
I didn't know. I don't have anything. I thought this was your thing.
Oh, okay. No, I thought. Okay, never mind. No, that's good. That's fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what
confused
this
by the
was
messaging of it.
until.
No, that's fine. I was confused by the messaging. I thought you meant you. It doesn't matter because you can come up with some of your own anytime you like.
Oh
But
my
for now,
God.
you'll be playing.
Okay.
This week you'll be playing. So I got 5 questions for you.
Okay. How about I'll do the same ones, but I'll just turn them on you.
I'll give you my answer. sure.
Okay.
So first question: would you rather Lana beats Becky for the Raw Women's title, or Baron Corbin beats the Fiend for the Universal title?
Ooh, this is one of those classic, which you know, classic 2 bad things that you want happening. Okay. I think Lana beating Becky would be crazy. I think there would be nothing. That gap between no wrestling talent and wrestling talent, that gap is so huge that Becky losing to Lana would be insane. Where at least, like, I bet Baron Corbin beat Bray Wyatt a couple times. Like, different person, a different character, of course, but like their skill in wrestling is way closer. Yeah, Baron Corbin's a cock, but he's still out there.
I'm actually,
I think it would be insane if Lana beat Becky. I'd rather Lana beat Becky.
You'd rather Lana beat Becky.
That'd be fucked. That'd be the
Yeah,
craziest
so,
booking decision ever, and
I agree.
I'd see it.
Yeah, I agree. Just for like the heat, the heat.
It would be so hot, and I don't know what
Yeah.
We would see one of the craziest things that ever happened in professional wrestling.
We might see garbage thrown into the ring again.
We might see. Wait, was there a stipulation here where it was happening at WrestleMania? Because that's where I picture.
I mean, that's what I was presuming.
That's where I
both of
picture
those
it
matches.
happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be the heat. The heat.
I don't even think Lana has a finisher to use. That would be the crazier part.
Yeah, she has like 2 or 3 moves in total. So. She hits a good X Factor. I'll give her that.
Okay.
But yeah, so we both give it to Lana just because. Yeah. All right, next one here. Would you rather Kenny Omega quits wrestling, or Adam Cole quits wrestling?
Oh, wow. See, I don't want.
They're not all gonna be negative.
This
There's
is
a couple
classic
positive ones after this.
bad situation. Now, when you say when you say quit wrestling,
They will never wrestle another match ever.
they will never wrestle another match ever. Adam Cole's
Not even there. No appearances, no managers, nothing. You're done.
they will never be on a camera again.
They're out of the business.
They're out of the business.
forever. They're out of the
They
business.
can't even be backstage.
He can't even
pushing buttons.
No.
Can't even give him the fit Finley.
Well, sure, but they're not allowed to be on camera or acknowledged in any way. If that matters.
It does matter. See,
You're
okay.
thinking about the life after.
Before that, I would say I would rather Kenny never wrestle again, just because you put him backstage, let him book it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got all
Yeah.
these great years of Adam Cole ahead of us.
Yeah, that's a fair way of thinking. Adam Cole, I'm guessing. I don't
you
know his
know-
exact age, but I'm guessing he's younger.
I think Adam. Yeah, I think there's probably like a 6-year difference. I bet between the two.
Mm-hmm.
6-year younger difference. You know, and in a way, Adam Cole could just be hitting his prime right now.
Yeah.
But to see Kenny Omega walk away after all that he's worked for, this one would be tough.
Yeah. I know, that's why it's supposed to be tough.
This one's going to be tough, but I
he's-
think I think we're saying goodbye to Kenny Omega.
Yeah, for the reasons you said, I think I agree on that one. It'd be heartbreaking, but of course,
Be terrible.
You have
It'd
to
be
pick
terrible.
one.
Yeah, that's how Would You Rather works.
yeah. But let's lighten up the mood, though.
Yay!
Let's get a positive one here.
Yay!
Yeah. So here you go. Would you rather? This is you personally.
Ooh.
Would you rather marry Charlotte Flair or marry Alexa Bliss?
Wow, now a woman I can see settling down with. Wow.
Yeah, this is. gotta reflect
I
on
think
this
we're going Charlotte on this one.
one. Okay.
I think we're going Charlotte on this one. Alexa Bliss is always talking about her Disney fanaticisms.
Yeah. Hey, I'll go anywhere she wants.
And
I'll be
that's
with-
just a big red flag for me.
But this is good for us. You can have Charlotte, and I can have Bliss.
Perfect. I love them both, though. I love them both.
I know. I tried to pick. I had to pick someone to make it hard.
Of course,
I couldn't,
of course.
Not to. Yeah, I don't want to name names. I don't want to make any. All right, let's do another one here. Would you rather Cody wins the AEW World Title, or Orange Cassidy wins the AEW World Title? But if one wins, the other can never win.
Ooh.
So only one of them. Cody or Orange Cassidy?
Now
Who
this
would
is
you rather win that world
hard.
title?
This is arguably two of the top 5 baby faces in the world right
Yeah,
now.
two of the most for
Two of the most
different
well-liked
characters, but-
people.
Yeah, like literally, I don't know if there'd be anyone in the crowd that would hate either of these men.
No.
How could you? Probably the only guys on the roster if that's the case.
Okay, so I'm gonna say OC freshly squeezed, baby.
Okay, yeah.
I'd rather him win
You
the
know?
championship right now, just because I'm thinking about that stip in the Chris Jericho
That's it,
match.
exactly. It's still,
And if because we were asking that too when it happened, like, oh shit, if Cody loses, is that actually it? Can we write a way around this? Maybe they can write a way around it, but if they didn't,
I feel like
That's just as good.
I feel like they will hold true for at least like 2 years or so, maybe even 3 more. But eventually, Cody has to win that title. We need to see it.
no, but yeah. How long can Cody keep being the face of the company before he doesn't?
He could go. Yeah, I could easily see him going like 3 years without it, though. Omega will have it somewhere in there. Moxley will have it, so you'll have your babyface champs. But Cody, that chase. But Orange Cassidy, I've said it before. I do think he's a future world champion, and the way you book it, it could be one of the biggest pops ever. Just a huge surprise upset, Orange Cassidy winning that title.
Because that's the thing. What's going on beneath the skin of Orange Cassidy, right? We see flashes, and I don't know if you've searched matches out online of Orange Cassidy.
I've seen plenty of clips for Orange Cassidy. I've seen him fire up and get serious, and it's great.
Exactly. No, I'm not even talking clips. I'm talking like 12-minute matches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full-on matches.
he's got it in him.
More than just the hands in the pockets, which everyone loves.
But he also hands in the pockets.
Yeah, I mean, he can do a 12-minute match
do
like
both.
that. And I also they haven't shown any of it on TV, but like this little love angle he's got with Chris Statlander going on.
Oh, I didn't know there was a
seen
love
that?
angle.
Yeah, they flirting with each other a little bit.
Interesting.
I don't know what show it's on, but it's not on the actual TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're a real life item or if it's just for fun.
Ooh, wow.
But anyways, let's move on to the final.
Perfect.
Would you rather? So this involves you again. I mean, they all involve your opinion, but this involves you physically. Because you have to receive one of these two moves. You can either eat a stink face from Rikishi, or you can have the Mr. Sacco mandible claw from Mankind. One of those.
See, when you said that, I was thinking you were going to ask, like, it was going to be a painful thing. Like, which one are you? Would you rather? Would you rather take a Randy Orton punt?
Well, sorry. It's either the stink face or the Mr. Sacco.
I'm going Mr. Sacco just because I don't mind jobbing out to Mick Foley, but I'm not going on my back for Rikishi.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and also I think the move itself, he uses a clean sock every time as opposed to Rikishi's big ass in your face, so I can hold a sock in my mouth for a couple seconds.
Okay, what would you rather take though? Would you rather?
Like if he's actually trying to apply the move?
So would you rather?
I'd rather take the Mr. Sacco either way. I'm saying.
No. Okay, this is the only would you rather I have for the week.
Oh, you've got one.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one right
You're
now.
inspired.
I'm inspired.
Okay.
Would you rather taking a black mass?
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta, this is you right now, not Mike trained professional wrestling for a bunch of years and knows what he's doing. This is like you are in the middle of the ring and Aleister Black's gonna do it.
But is he still wrestling? Like he's not actually trying to hurt me? He's doing the move?
This is Monday Night Raw we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna swing, but if he's not 100% full force.
Or
I mean, I could treat it like it's a real move, 100% real.
Or
we're
still what would be another terrible one? Okay. Oh no. Or that.
I thought you had one.
I did kinda. I was going with it. Oh no. Or that Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory. I wouldn't mind having my face down there.
Jesus Christ, Mike. That's not what we're asking for.
Yeah, I'll take the Big Bang Theory.
You're taking the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're risking the neck, not the face.
It's worth the risk for Statlander.
It's worth the risk for permanent neck damage.
I trust her.
There you go. It's all about trust in this business.
If she's trusting me to put my face there, then I'll trust her to save my neck.
Jesus Christ, Mike. It's all.
What?
That's the problem.
Would you
Mike.
rather? I thought that's what the Would You Rather was about.
Yeah, but you made it weird.
Your question was too open ended. I filled in some gaps.
There were no gaps to fill in. It was pretty much.
There's one gap. There's one gap to fill in.
Jesus Christ! See, you're not. Okay. You haven't even stopped yet. You haven't even stopped yet.
It's fun. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Let's move along then, folks. Like that All-American Rejects song.
Yes. We'll give you hell. Is that what you were gonna say?
No, more the one called Move Along.
Oh, whoops.
Move along.
Wrong All-American Rejects song. Let's move along.
It's actually part of the Diva Search. That's the only reason I know it. Move Along. Back when they did the Diva Search.
Oh yes, Mike, you're 2 for 2. You're 2 for 2 right now. We're bringing up the divas again.
Yes, the Diva era.
Let's move over to the Blue Brand. We're talking about it. SmackDown. Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait. We used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live.
So last week, they were in Vancouver, Canada, where the Usos are banned from traveling due to their recent...
okay. I didn't know that. Is that why they weren't there?
Yeah, I think Morrison even made a quip about it. I don't think he directly said because they're not allowed. He's like, oh, they couldn't make it, so they're blah, blah, blah. But anyways, they're here tonight. The Usos come out to start the show. They cut up our promo, and then they bring out their partners for later, the New Day. But then we get a bit of tension between them as Big E mentions that New Day have 6 title reigns, where the Usos only have 5, so that makes them better. And they go face to face, but then Miz and Morrison interrupt. They say some heel shit, and then Rude and Ziggler come out. So let's have an 8-man tag.
So let's have.
I mean, it was planned.
An 8-man tag.
So Usos and New Day taking on Rudolph and Mizmo. So nothing special
Mismo
here.
Rudolph?
Yeah. Jey Uso hits a super kick on Robert Roode for the win. Didn't even do the splash, just a super kick.
Yeah, there's no bad multi-man tags that they do in these matches. It is weird when Mismo comes. It is weird when Mismo comes out right after New Oos. Oos Day, right after Oos Day is talking about, like, they're like, yeah, I'm the best because I have 6, or I'm the best I have 6, I'm the best I have 7, and then Mismo comes out and they're like, no, we're the best, and you're sitting there and I'm like, no, you're not. These guys actually just told us what they are the best, and they kind of proved it with concrete facts.
Yeah,
and then get your cheap heat after that, which sucks because I feel like, are they a team now? We're a team now, right?
Who?
Mismo.
Yeah, they're a team.
Okay.
I mean, they're getting the title shot at Super
in
Showdown.
Saudi. Aren't we going to Saudi this weekend?
Yeah, we can do a quick rundown.
Wait, are we in Saudi right now?
Well, no, Thursday.
Oh, thank God.
Well, like Wednesday, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, one of those days.
It doesn't fucking
I never watch it
It
live.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But, yeah, so they win. Then we go backstage where Drew Gulak is trying to give Daniel Bryan advice. Like, come on, bud.
This was perfect. Drew Gulak is back there,
it's-
and he's like, "Hey, man, I saw what you did wrong last time, and I made a PowerPoint presentation, right?" And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
he's trying to help.
I'm thinking to myself, fuck, shouldn't every single manager be doing that? What does a manager do in the WWE? Like, you kind of bang on the side of the ring. You may vaguely say, "Hey, they're coming," but like, have you seen Arn Anderson be inside of, like, ringside for Cody matches? He's saying, like, use the this.
He's
or-
coaching.
He's coaching.
Like, elbow up,
it
Cody,
seems like
elbow up.
Drew Gulak is just like breaking these managerial roles right now. And I'm like,
Well,
wow, imagine
he's just-
a manager sitting sitting beside you, Zelina Vega's going like, "Hey." Like, his knee looks a bit weak. You never,
Yeah.
like, that should be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, he's he's coming from a good place. He wants to help these wrestlers out. He puts all this work into these PowerPoint presentations.
It's so much work. Like, this
They
is
just
the
blow 'em up.
what's the NXT guy? What's that guy's manager's name?
Which NXT guy?
Stone something, I guess.
Robert Stone. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Stone, Drew Gulak going to the fucking school of how to be a manager. That's what we need.
I mean, Gulak, he's not doing anything else right now.
Not just someone to take bumps and slap on the ringside. Like, no,
That's
be
what-
like, okay, here we're gonna review game footage. Do we think that Zelina Vega's sitting there with Andrade every week, like, reviewing footage from last week's match?
No.
This is
I
where
think
you were
she's,
weak. This is where your opponent was weak.
She's strictly, well, it's not a real wrestling match. I can't.
But that's what a manager would do, right?
I know. I understand.
That's what I don't know.
We can pretend she does.
Where's the, like, Adrian Rocky relationship?
Well, she wasn't his manager. That was more Mick's job, wasn't it?
That's a good point. Anyways, you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying.
I get it. I'm with you. But Heath Slater was there as well, and he shows up saying Bryan embarrassed him a few weeks ago, and he wasn't even ready. So Bryan says, "You ready now?" He says, "Okay." So they rematch tonight.
Perfect.
But let's go to the story everyone's dying to get more of. We got the fallout of Valentine's Day. Backstage, Tucker approaches Mandy and Sonya, and he tells Mandy that she really hurt his boy. You know, you agree to go on the date, and then you invite Ziggler. He got you flowers. He combed his hair. I've never seen him so hurt. But Mandy tries to explain. She's like, "What? I just ran into Dolph when Otis hadn't shown up." So Tucker says, "Why'd you text? You were running late." And Mandy's just like, "What? What text?" So there's the I don't know. So Tucky, he just like, "We thought you were good. You're not, blah, blah, blah." And then he leaves. Sonya says, "Forget it. You had a good time with Dolph, right?" But she's like, "Yeah, I was looking forward to Otis, but I guess Dolph's okay." So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We're still on the angle. So
As long as the payoff.
as long as the payoff is Otis and Mandy in the center of the ring, WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
Big ol' smooch. Unless just a big ol'
They got a smooch. It's
big
got
ol'
a smooch.
smooch.
It's got to happen.
So it's Dolph or Mandy. Or sorry, wow, it's Dolph or Sonya.
That's fucking.
One
maybe
of them
even both.
two is
maybe
fucking,
they're working together.
One of them two is fucking with it. This is I like, because Fire and Desire have always been heel-y
Yeah.
And now Mandy's not feeling as heely. And the biggest proof of that to me was when she did the dumb face thing, which is not really just kind of cleared up with Otis right there and be like, no, I didn't text you I would be late.
Yeah, she's just like, what?
She's like,
Wait.
being the dumb face. I as long as I'm still up on the angle, this has taken over what's in the cage for me. I'm having a lot of fun. As long as Mandy Rose doesn't become like the object of whatever's happening, like she was. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
To be a prize.
Yeah, exactly. As long as she's not a prize
not have
or
Otis and Ziggler fighting over her.
Yeah, as long as she's not a prize or a prop or just kind of like what's Mandy?
It should be true love is what it should
exactly, right? Like it was fun when they were making each other cakes and stuff, and like let's keep that fun happening because
we want it, and it props them both up. Mandy can become this beloved baby face.
Also,
Otis.
Otis was on that Corey Graves podcast, which I don't listen to, but I've seen. After the Bell or something? Yeah, After the Bell. I don't listen to it, but I've seen clips where it's just him and like somebody else will call in. But Otis was on an episode recently, and he speaks like a totally normal person. It was kind of funny. Listen, he was just telling a story. Like apparently, his grandmother or an aunt was a professional wrestler, and he was just kind of talking about that, but he was speaking just normally in full sentences.
Well, yeah, he's a human being.
Exactly. Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Yeah. That Corey Graves podcast, it's all shoot, right? They're not trying to work any like fake or any kayfabe angles in there.
No,
right?
I don't think so. The only clips that I've ever seen, have been people speaking quite candidly about.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple times they were even like criticizing like storylines and stuff.
Yeah, Corey Graves will shoot on something in particular, or him and Carmella talked about their relationship, and that kind of stuff. So, all
right,
it's a shoot.
All right, let's move on here. We got Cesaro and Nakamura taking on Elias and Braun Strowman in a Symphony of Destruction match. The first ever.
Cesaro's cowbell was so over last week. They made an entire match based around it. Yeah, that cowbell was huge. That was the biggest pop of the night last week.
And they didn't even have it
this week. I was like, that's the angle. The angle is the cowbell.
So they had some drum sets, guitars, a grand piano, and then Braun Strowman comes out lugging this big stand-up bass,
which he played last time. Him and Elias had a match. That was also.
Did he actually play it though? I can't remember.
So it was the second, that was the first Symphony of Destruction match when it was Elias and Braun Strowman taking
Was it called the Symphony of Destruction?
It was called that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. It was the two of these guys, and I think the bit ends with Braun Strowman smashing the double bass over Elias. This was only like a year ago.
Wow, I've already completely just.
That's why I think that's literally what 50-50 booking does to you, right? It makes you forget that, maybe these people. This wasn't what was happening last year. Let me. You keep going. Let me.
It was fun though. This was fun. It was goofy. Nakamura, he tries to attack with a tambourine. Strowman smashes a bass drum over Cesaro. Sammy hits Braun with a ukulele to no effect. And then Elias gets kicked off the apron through a table. That's not an instrument. They should have had like a xylophone set up or something for him to fall through. Anyways, Sammy nails Braun with a keyboard. That one looked painful. And then Nak and Cesaro double suplex him onto the stand-up base, shattering it. And then Cesaro covers him, but only a 2 count. So Nakamura tries to hit Elias with a Kinshasa, but he ducks and Nakamura runs into a gong. Of course they had the Asian guy do the gong spot. That's Vince, not me. And then Elias, at some point, he had his back sliced open. I don't know. He's bleeding there.
Yeah, what happened there? I didn't see it happen, but
maybe the gong. Maybe he hit the corner of that gong. I don't know. So he breaks a guitar on Cesaro. He lays him on a table, hits that beautiful elbow drop off the top rope through the table. And then on the other side, Strowman power slams Nakamura off the announce table onto the grand piano. And then, I don't know if you saw it, but Nakamura fucking nails his head on the corner. And he was bleeding pretty bad after that.
I did catch that. There was a little too much blood in this one.
Yeah. Well, that was accidental. I think the table was supposed to break or something.
Maybe. I think they're always supposed to break.
Yeah.
It always looks more painful when they don't break.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But, so after that table spot, he covers Nakamura for the 3 count. So it was fun.
Of course, the IC title's got to move somewhere, or it needs something to do at least for WrestleMania. So there you have it, Mike. And I do got to say, at Monday Night Raw, March 5th, 2018, Braun Strowman defeated Elias in a Symphony of Destruction match.
Okay.
That was the day. That was the date on it. But it is funny to see same stip, same people. Like these two people have both been, and Braun Strowman's now 2-0 in Symphony of Destruction matches. So there you have it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Then we get the woman you turned down, Alexa Bliss, coming out for a moment of bliss. She talks a bit about the Hall of Fame, introduces the next inductees, the Bella Twins. So they cut a little promo. They thank the fans. They talk about both being pregnant. And then Daniel Bryan comes out with Little Birdie. So that's a cute little moment. Little Birdie's first SmackDown debut.
Their SmackDown debut. We're still booking that match between the Daniel Bryan kid and the Miz's kid, right?
Yeah.
And Maria Kanellis' kid. AJ's got 4 boys. He's got a bunch of kids. He's got on his rib cage.
Yeah.
Why are we booking these matches?
Well, that'll give him 23 years or so.
Dominic will be like the Brock Lesnar of the children's division. Why are we just thinking about this now? We have time for another 2-hour show.
Yeah,
there's still a Thursday and a Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh god.
Guys, nobody tell Vince. Nobody tell Vince that there's still 2 other days in the week.
Well, his Saturdays and Sundays are busy with XFL now.
Exactly. So don't tell him there's a Tuesday and Thursday.
Then we get after Bryan comes out with Birdie, he stays out there because he's got that match against Heath Slater. But careful what you wish for, Heath, because he gets a couple moves in, but Bryan hits that running knee, gets the win. And didn't mention it before, but did you notice throughout the show there was a couple like random glitches?
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
So the first time it was like an envelope, and then the second time there was like a clock ticking.
Yep.
So there's something going on, something cryptic here. I don't know. Any guesses?
Any guesses? It's gonna be somebody coming up. I'm gonna rule out Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
I don't know what an envelope and a clock.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know. My first thought.
I don't know.
My first thought, who's glitchy? Who's weird? Is there anything in NXT?
The only thing time is like time splitters, but that doesn't seem like they'd be called up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they'd be called up or anything.
And I like how the announcers they didn't acknowledge it or anything. It just happens. It's like you catch it.
That was fun. Remember when SmackDown did a little thing when they were doing a backstage with Daniel Bryan, and I remember like the lights flickered a little bit. And then they kind of looked around like, huh, that's weird. Anyways, get back to what we're talking about. And we were also kind of like, huh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Like little things like that. No, I got no predictions on this one.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
But I think it's somebody coming in. I don't think it's somebody coming up. Does that make sense?
So,
like I don't think it's somebody.
It's a new guy.
It's a new guy. I don't think it's somebody moving.
That's
nobody's coming up from NXT. It's a brand new person.
I think that'd be
whoever it is. I don't know. Just I know that's super vague.
No, that's all they've given us so far.
That's super vague, and there's too many people to think about. There's too many potentials. So that's all I got. I think it's going to be somebody big coming in.
All right.
Yeah, there you have it.
Stay tuned.
Book it. Write it down.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down.
We go backstage where Mandy, she's waiting for her ride. When Ziggler approaches, he's like, "Oh, I got a car. Just ride with me." So he's like, "Sure." And then they leave together, and then Otis just comes around the corner looking glum.
He's just hiding behind boxes.
He needs to speak up. He needs to say something. Hey, Mandy.
Exactly. All you have to do is, "Hey, Mandy, why are you..."
We could have cleared this whole thing up.
We could have cleared this whole thing up the day after. Or the day of.
He's a gentle giant. He's an emotional guy.
That's a good point.
He's very hurt. I mean, yeah. I don't know. But let's go. We got a number 1 contenders match. Naomi taking on Carmella. Winner faces Bayley and Saudi. This match was okay. Something seemed a little off. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. They went back and forth. Naomi hits the split-legged moonsault to win. But I felt like, I don't know. Seemed like Carmella was hurt or something. She was just a little bit slower or something than normal.
Oh, really? Okay. No, I don't think I felt anything. Naomi,
I mean, it wasn't that.
Naomi's cool, so there's that. We haven't seen her in a long, long time either.
Yeah, she'll get a title shot. I don't think she'll win, but that's that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But let's go to the main event here, because a few weeks ago the people got gypped. They got Goldberg, but it was only via satellite. Yeah,
How much do you think? What do you think the price difference is for Goldberg to show up via satellite versus in person? Like, how much? What do you think the number?
Probably an extra digit.
An extra dig, baby.
Yeah. But he's here. He's here in the flesh. He comes out. He cuts a promo on The Fiend and the Universal title match coming up Thursday. And then the Firefly Funhouse pops up on the screen. And Goldberg, he says, I know what you're all about. I'm not playing your stupid games. I'm here for the title. But Bray says, you don't know me, Bill. Let's get to know each other. And he introduces him to the friends, the puppets. And then the lights shut out. And the Fiend appears behind Goldberg, but he's not scared. He's predicted this. So he just turns around. He hits a spear. And the Fiend is hurt. He wants to go for another one, but the lights shut off and the Fiend disappears. So this is, I think, the first time that someone has struck first and made him run off the Fiend. Mm-hmm. So they're, giving that Goldberg. They want him to look strong. Make you think.
Goldberg's promos have, the last how many times we've seen him now. I think he did the Saudi last time, and then something before that. He's such a less is more guy.
Yeah, he doesn't need to ramble on.
Like, we built this for 2 weeks. One via satellite, one spear in person, and within the span of 5 minutes, it's like it accomplished everything it needs to without being overproduced and all that kind of crap. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it was good. It accomplished everything it needed to, in short order.
And God, I mean, the Fiend's gonna win, but what do you think that's going to cost? How much do you think it cost? What's the price difference between Goldberg winning a match versus Goldberg losing a match?
I don't think.
I think he's getting paid way more to lose. I think we're putting a digit on that.
Well, I think either way, going to Saudi gets him that digit.
Yeah. But if Goldberg's going on his back clean, that's an extra digit. That's an extra digit.
Who knows? Either way, I don't think he's going to win that one. But let's just let's go over this real quick. There's only 7 matches here.
Sure, let's bang it out.
This Super Showdown. So you got the Raw Tag Team Championships, Rollins and Murphy taking on the Street Profits. I'd give it to the Street Profits.
Ooh, fun.
I'd let them have it. Why not?
Let them have it. Vince. Vince, let him have it. Let him have it, Vince.
Yeah, they got called up like 6 months ago, and then they kind of just didn't do anything with them.
Well, because they got called up, but not on the show. They just
they were just talking, with
their red cups.
And you can only have those 2 single guys with the titles for so long. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, AOP were the one. They're gonna want to sniff soon. So. Mm-hmm. There you go. Then we got that women's championship match. We talked about Bayley taking on Naomi. I think Bayley wins that one.
Yeah, she'll retain. It's a big match, though. First
match.
women's title match in a country that
has only had one women's match ever.
Women. Yeah.
Yeah. We're also getting the first ever 2-way trophy gauntlet match, where AJ Styles is taking on the returning Andrade, and Bobby Lashley, Eric Rowan, R-Truth, and Rusev will round out the bunch.
Cool. Let's go Lashley.
Yeah, you're going Lashley.
Lashley, baby. I'm going Lashley.
I'm sure no matter what happens, him and Rusev are going to square off at some point in this thing. And I hope Rowan's cage is there. I hope something happens with the cage.
Ooh, something could happen with the cage. Eric Rowan's cage and R-Truth, those 2 things seem like comedic gold.
But speaking of cage, we are having a steel cage match, which we all hope is the final conclusion of this feud. The big dog, Roman Reigns, taking on King Corbin. Let Reigns win and end it all.
Yeah, so this is Roman Reigns' last steel cage match in Saudi. Didn't end the way we thought it would. So he's probably hoping to have a redo on that.
Just don't spear him through the cage, and you'll be all right.
Because it's been 6 months of this, right?
Yeah, we're all done. We're ready to move on.
Yeah, we're ready to move on.
I'll speak for everyone.
Please do. Yeah.
The New Day defending their tag titles against Mizmo. This could go either way. I don't really.
Also, I wanted to bring up. I did write this down. Wait, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. My desk is so messy. I did write this down. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'll make sure I have the right piece of information. I do. Okay, boom. On October 18th, 2019, SmackDown Live came from somewhere. Well, it doesn't really matter. And there was a match on that night. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns were taking on King Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura. Since October 18th, 2019, which is a good 5-ish months ago, Roman Reigns has had matches against other people. But he's never had 2 matches in a row against someone else who wasn't Baron Corbin. Yeah. These guys have been going at it, in whether it's multi-man matches, him, Lashley, Drew in a thing, and then Ziggler, Rude, Corbin, and now things like that. And we're right on pace, as there has not been 2 matches in the middle. And what sucks is that this isn't gonna fucking die.
You don't think this is the end?
That's the worst part. That's the worst part, is that, like, I'm just praying, how do we get Roman to win the Chamber? Just fucking, how do we get him away from this? Anything. What can we do?
Well, yeah, no, either way, this match is not happening at WrestleMania, so this has to be the last singles, at least.
They'll both be in the Chamber. It's done.
Let Roman win. No more dog food. No more bullshit.
No more bullshit.
Yeah. But let's go to Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship against Ricochet.
This will be fun.
I'm hoping he'll get the the AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan treatment and not the Kofi Kingston treatment. A good 10-minute match. He's more than capable.
Unfortunately, the Kofi thing was unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he's still.
It had to happen, but and it did make the Rumble a lot more exciting.
I'll never not praise that Rumble booking this year. It was fantastic. But we don't really give Ricochet as much hope here at all.
No.
But, hey, if you want to swerve me, that'd be awesome. Seeing Ricochet win.
Ricochet, cool. Drew, book it.
Yeah,
book it.
That'd be cool. But not gonna happen. And then the main event, I'm assuming, The Fiend against Goldberg, as we've discussed kind of already. The Fiend probably gonna get the win here. Clean win over Goldberg. Rare clean win.
I think, there's not going to be any shenanigans. No more red light. We're past that. Yeah. Clean win. Yeah. It's going to be great, though.
Yeah, I think, they'll let Goldberg hit some moves. Mm-hmm. They'll make it close.
I wonder if he can kind of lift Bray Wyatt up in a jackhammer. I was thinking about that.
I think Bray Wyatt will jump for him more than The Undertaker did. So
Bray Wyatt's also a little shorter, too. I bet he's like a few inches shorter, also.
Yeah.
Maybe a little easier to, maybe that center of gravity.
We'll see. He might not get a chance to hit it though. We'll
see. And that's the showdown.
That's the showdown.
I'll see you there, Mike. Mike, listeners of the show, we're so excited. We got our tickets. We're going to Saudi.
Oh God,
we're going to Saudi.
As Ric Flair says. His favorite.
And that was SmackDown Live.
Yeah, that was everything. I guess there's one event going on tonight. Are you going to watch the big fight?
WWE superstar Tyson Fury taking on Deontay Wilder. You know what? I totally forgot.
You forgot it's tonight?
I didn't forget it was tonight. I forgot today was Saturday.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
We don't do shoots on Saturday.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. I have a nice afternoon to myself. I went to the gym later today also, kind of like at like 1, so that's also a little bit different for me. This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah. I'm going to watch the fight. Yeah, last one I didn't see live, but I've seen the highlights. I've seen the big, the controversy, the draw, the big getting up when
the Undertaker moment. That was insane. That was insane.
I always I don't follow the sport closely, obviously, but I'll watch a big fight on UFC or boxing. Like I watch the Mayweather fights and the McGregor.
You watch the big fights. The biggest of the things are always like the.
And now that I've seen I'm hyped. I'm ready to see this. I'm cheering for Fury. I'm live.
Of
now
course,
that he's a WWE guy.
It's that like culturally something bigger. Like my mom does not watch football, but she will go to a Super Bowl party and watch, because it's like it's a thing. It's an event that kind of happens, and the big fight, the big heavyweight fight is that. Whether you're Mayweather, whether you're Mike Tyson, whether you're Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder's gonna have they're both gonna have insane entrances too. The pageantry of it all. Who's gonna win this fight? Oh my God! I'm happy either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna have some fun.
I'm happy either way. Both these guys are at the top of their game. The Gypsy King and Deontay Wilder. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that tied in nicely because Tyson Fury was at the last Super Showdown.
He was. He
undefeated.
He just got home from Saudi. He just got back. He's been training. He's been training.
He was one of the ones that got to fly on the private bird with Vince McMahon.
Right, they got out right away. I forgot about that.
Yeah, when they were stranded, that whole controversial week.
How many people do you think who said they're never going back are going back?
It's probably like 90% of them. So I know Murphy was one of the ones, and he's defending his tag title there, and there's a couple other guys. It is what it is.
Make your money, kids. Make your money, kids. Yeah. Well, that's the time that we have for the podcast. That was the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. We do have time, though, for one more thing. We always do it. It is the Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week, of the week. Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week.
You know what, Mike?
Yes.
My Wrestler of the Week, it's pretty easy. We're hopping on Wednesdays. We're hopping
off things.
We're hopping off. The man took the lashings. The man bleeds for the company, his heart and soul. We all know what it's like to be the underdog and overcome adversities.
Yeah, he risked his life.
He could have broke a toe. Also, I don't know if you caught.
He did break a toe.
I don't know if you got that, but
big toe. Big toe.
I think we were talking about. Cody, you're my Wrestler of the Week.
Yeah, me too. It's unanimous.
The first unanimous Wrestler of the Week of 2020. This goes a long way. Of course, this definitely goes a long way in the Wrestler of the Week rankings.
Yes, I have a strong feeling Cody's going to be right at the top at the end of the year. He's in contention for capturing the most titles.
He could, because I think we got a few extra weeks on. We have like a month on last year's, so some of our numbers are going to be different.
And Cody, when you're that hot every week, even a promo some weeks we've given it to him just for a promo.
There's still a Double or Nothing coming up. I'm not going to give it to him for a fucking
we got to pay for
promo. Vince McMahon will put out like 7 hours of television, and we give it to Cody because he was good on mic.
So there you go, Code.
There you go, Cody.
The American Nightmare.
There you go. And that was the show. Remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe. Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. It's everywhere, baby. And we're going to come back next week because, we got Monday Night Raw. We got our go home for Revolution. We're going to Saudi. It's going to be a great week.
Yeah, well, it should be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, you take care, Mike. You take care, folks at home. We'll see you next time.
See ya.